Welcome back to another video. So, as presented within a thumbnail, we're going to see a difference between Solid Extrude, which will be this one, Surface Extrude, and also we're going to check Extrude over here underneath T-Spline Freeform. So, to get started, I will initially create a sketch. I will choose the X and Y plane over here, and I will use the spline tool to create a profile like this. So I want this to have various curvatures over here. Now, if I will go with the Solid Extrude, we're going to see that the exact profile trace by the spline will be used. And if, for example, if I will extrude this 50 millimeters, this will be the output. We also have the possibility, if you want to have a certain thickness over here on the inner wall or outer wall, we can use an offset. So I'll select the sketch, press O for offset, and I will put the secondary profile over here 2 millimeters on the inside. Now, if I will leave that sketch, I still need to edit the feature, which is the extrude. And over here for the profile, I will just select both of those. So I can zoom in, I can select them. I can do a single click in the middle, and that will automatically add that profile. We see over here we're only going to have one selection, and this will be the output for that. Now, if I will hide this, we're going to see that underneath the body tree, this will have the profile of a solid body. I will hide that and unhide the sketch. Then we're going to check Surface Extrude, which is over here, the orange one. And we're going to see that with Surface Extrude, we can only select one of those sketches. For example, the outer sketch, and I can add 50 millimeters. I can also select the second one. So I can do two selections at the same time, but we are not going to have that added thickness. There will be two individual extruded surfaces over here. And we're going to see that they will each have their own body over here. So we have the inner body, which is this one, and the outer body over here. Now, regarding the freeform extrude, this will be a little bit different. If I will enable the freeform extrude over here, we're going to see that this will create a T-spline body by adding faces along a vector. So if, for example, I will choose the outer sketch over here, we're going to see that the functionality will look the same. So I can go over here on distance, type in 50 millimeters, but we're going to see that the output will look like this. So we see that since we only have 8 faces over here added, Fusion will try to match that profile as good as it can, only using 8 faces over here. So regarding T-spline modeling, if you want to use splines and you also want them to be accurate, you will need to increase the face count. For example, if I will increase this to 20, we're going to see that this will match a little bit better. But if I will check this directly from the top view, we're going to see the initial sketch is over here in blue, and T-spline will be with black. So we see over here that we still don't have enough subdivision faces over here. If I will increase this to 30, we're going to see that that section over here was corrected, but now we have some gaps over here. So I can go, for example, to 40, and with 40 faces, only this section will require additional faces. We can also go over here within the spacing and we can make this uniform. So even though I will only leave 40 faces for this, we're going to see that the profile will match quite well over here. If I will zoom in close to that, we're going to see that overall we have a good overlap. We see over here that we still don't have enough geometry, so with uniform, so I will just add 50, and we saw how that went a little bit closer. We can also use, for example, 100, but we're gonna see that we're gonna receive a warning that this could impact performance. So usually it's not recommended to add so many faces, because later when you're gonna start and modify the shape, this will require more processing power. So depending on the computer specification, you can go for higher faces. For example, with 100, if I will double click this loop, we're gonna see that I can still work with this, I can rotate it, and there shouldn't be any problems. But this is the main difference between extrude solid bodies, extrude surfaces, and freeform extrude. So I hope you find this video useful. I will position a similar video on the left side of the screen. I will add my Fusion tips and tricks to the top, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.